Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to join granny square using the zigzag slip stitch. First we're gonna use two of them and then we're gonna add the other two. I'm gonna use a green color, maybe it's gonna show a little bit better. So first we're gonna make a slip knot, and then right here I have the corner and I have two chains, and the same to the other granny, the corner with two chains. So I will go right here to the space and I will make a slip stitch, and now I will go into the other granny like this with my hook, and then I grab the yarn and I pull through, and then make slip stitch. Now I'm gonna go in the stitch both loops and here make a slip stitch, and I make sure it's not too tight or too loose. Now we go to the other granny where we have the first stitch right here in both loops, and again grab the yarn, we pull through and make a slip stitch, and this is what we're gonna repeat. We go to the two loops from the next stitch, then make the slip stitch, and now we go to the other granny, to the next stitch from the other granny, both loops. The yarn all the time have to be like this in the back, then grab the yarn and we pull through and pull through this loop to make the slip stitch. Let's keep going. Now to the other side. Now right here. And now we go on the corner and make a slip stitch, and then we go to the corner from the other granny and make slip stitch. And now we're gonna bring the other grannies. The yarn is gonna be like this, and then we're gonna first go on this granny like this with the hook, and we make the slip stitch, and now we go like this with the hook to the other granny. The yarn is in the back, grab the yarn and we make a slip stitch, and now we just repeat what we just did. We go to the stitch both loops and make a slip stitch to make sure it's not too tight. This loop we just made, now we make sure it's not tight like this, it's a little bit loose, and then we go to the other stitch and again we make the slip stitch, and now we're gonna finish by going on this corner and make a slip stitch, and then to the other corner slip stitch, and we chain 1 and we can cut the yarn. Now we need to connect on this side, so we're gonna start with a slip knot. It's the same way we start to the other side. So we go on the corner where we have the 2 chain space and we make the slip stitch. Then we go to the other granny corner and make the slip stitch. And now we go to the stitch and make slip stitch, and then to the other stitch from the other granny and make slip stitch, and we keep going, and I'll show you right here. Now I have the last stitch. The yarn you see now is like this, it's not behind. So let me show you how I do the last stitch. Slip stitch, and then the last stitch from the other granny, slip stitch. Now we need to go to the corner. We go to the corner and we're gonna grab the yarn from here like this. And we make the slip stitch, and now we have the yarn in the back. Now we go to the other corner from the other granny and we grab the yarn, then we pull through to make the slip stitch, and now we're gonna go to this corner right here, grab the yarn and we make the slip stitch. Again, do not tie it, it's very important. Then to the other granny and we make the slip stitch right there, and then we're gonna keep going in the stitches. And now I just need to go to the corner, make the slip stitch, and then to the corner to the other granny, make the slip stitch, chain 1 and cut the yarn. This is how it looks at the end. Let me show you the back. I wish you a wonderful day and see you in my next tutorial.